Imagine waking up one morning to realize that everything you thought was crucial to your happiness has actually been holding you back. What if I told you that the key to living a more meaningful life isn't about adding more, but about quietly removing the things that weigh you down? This isn't just a hypothetical scenario. It's a reality for many who have found that less truly can be more. Today, we're going to dive into the powerful art of letting go, cutting out the noise and clutter that cloud our minds and our lives. We won't just explore the act of removing, but also the profound impact it has on our well-being, relationships, and the journey towards living a life that is authentically ours. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, stuck, or simply wondered what's beyond the never-ending chase for more, then you're in the right place. Stick with me, and let's discover the unexpected freedom that comes from choosing to let go. 8 things you should subtly remove from your life. 1. Cultivating emotional resilience in the face of pain. When someone wrongs us, our first instinct might be to seek revenge, to explain ourselves endlessly, or to demand justice by making them see the depth of their wrong. However, Stoicism challenges this reflex. It asks us to reflect. Is this within my control? If the answer is no, it directs us to focus on what we can control: our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Imagine this. Someone hurts you, and that familiar wave of anger and hurt rises within you. In that moment, you have a choice. You can lash out, hold onto your grievances, or you can pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, will this bring me peace? Is this worth my energy? Stoicism teaches us that more often than not, the answer is no. This doesn't mean the wrong done to us is acceptable, but it empowers us to choose not to let it define our emotional state. It encourages us to seek peace instead of chaos, growth instead of grudges. This isn't about suppressing emotions or being passive. It's about actively engaging with our inner world. It's about acknowledging our feelings without letting them control us. Confronting the past rarely changes it, but it can rob us of our present peace and hinder our future growth. By focusing on our path forward, we practice emotional resilience, a strength that comes not from cold detachment, but from embracing our ability to face life's challenges with grace. Our worth and peace are not bound to the actions or opinions of others. They are found in our own choices and our own reason. So, when hurt arises, Stoicism offers us a simple, powerful question. What is within my control? We can't control others, but we can control how we respond, our mindset, and the direction we choose to move in. This shift in perspective frees us from unnecessary stress, and it aligns us with a purpose-driven life where our energy is directed toward what truly matters: our growth, our peace, and the pursuit of becoming our best selves. By embracing Stoicism, we discover the strength in tranquility and the power of thoughtful action. The greatest victories are not won through external conflict, but within the quiet realms of our minds. Let's carry this wisdom with us, choosing paths that lead to serenity, growth, and a deeper understanding of what it means to live well. 2. Aligning goals with our true nature. Letting go of unnecessary goals isn't about abandoning ambition or stopping the pursuit of excellence. On the contrary, it's about refining our ambitions, sharpening them with the wisdom of discernment, so we pursue not just any goal, but the right ones, the ones that truly resonate with who we are. It's about aligning our efforts with our core values, ensuring that our actions reflect the essence of our true selves. In Stoicism, the concept of living in harmony with nature isn't just about the world around us, but about aligning with our inner nature, the essence of who we are. When we pursue goals that align with this deeper self, we experience a rare and fulfilling sense of harmony. It's like finding the missing piece of a puzzle. Everything just falls into place. To do this requires discernment. We need to pause, reflect, and ask the tough questions. Is this goal truly mine, or is it one I've adopted from others? Does this pursuit bring me closer to my authentic self, or does it pull me away from it? These aren't always easy questions to face, but they are crucial for personal growth and living authentically. When we focus on goals that truly enrich our lives, we embrace the Stoic virtue of wisdom. This is not just knowledge for knowledge's sake, but practical wisdom for Nisus, the kind of wisdom that helps us navigate life with clarity, make better decisions, and ultimately live in a way that brings us closer to eudaimonia flourishing. Choosing wisely means seeking goals that are not only good on the surface, but deeply good for our souls, our development, and our peace of mind. It's about creating a life that is rich in meaning, purpose, and joy, rather than in material possessions or accolades. Letting go of unnecessary goals frees us to make room for what truly matters. It's a process of clearing both external and internal clutter to reveal a path that leads not just to conventional success, but to a deeper sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. This journey is about returning home to ourselves, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. It's a journey worth taking. As we continue through life's many twists and turns, let's choose our goals with wisdom, align them with our true nature, and walk the path that leads to genuine fulfillment. 3. Navigating relationship endings with Stoic wisdom. At its core, Stoicism teaches us the power of controlling our impulses, a lesson that holds significant relevance during the emotional turmoil of a relationship's end. It's natural to feel the urge to vent, seek comfort from friends, or even lash out in frustration. However, Stoicism encourages us to step back and ask, will speaking about this bring me peace, or will it prolong my pain and disturb my inner tranquility? This philosophy urges us to protect our inner peace, a sanctuary that can easily be disturbed by external events and our reactions to them. Stoicism doesn't advocate for suppressing our emotions or facing our struggles alone. It recognizes the value of emotional expression and the healing that comes from acknowledging our feelings. However, it draws a distinction between constructive sharing that aids in healing and indiscriminate venting, which can often lead to regret and further complications. It's about striking a delicate balance, honoring our emotions while not falling into gossip or unnecessary revelations. Moreover, Stoicism teaches the virtue of discretion not only for the preservation of our dignity, but also for the respect of others involved in the aftermath of the relationship. It's easy to forget the shared moments of vulnerability and trust, but even in separation, those moments deserve respect. By practicing discretion, we cultivate respect and compassion, virtues highly valued in Stoic philosophy. This approach encourages us to focus on what is within our control and what isn't. While we cannot always control others' actions or the outcomes of situations, we can control our responses. By choosing dignity, discretion, and the protection of our inner peace, we align ourselves with the Stoic principle of focusing on our actions and attitudes. Embracing this guidance doesn't only help us navigate the end of relationships more gracefully, it fosters our growth. It allows us to emerge from these painful experiences not with bitterness, but with wisdom, not with resentment, but with a deeper understanding of ourselves and the values we hold dear. Stoicism teaches us that even in loss, there's an opportunity for growth, for practicing virtues that enrich our character. thea, transforming conflict with Stoic principles. Stoicism offers a transformative perspective on conflict. Instead of being swept away by the surge of anger or frustration that disagreements often spark, Stoicism encourages us to view these emotions with curiosity and control. It's a profound shift from simply reacting to acting thoughtfully. Imagine the energy that builds up during a conflict. Stoicism doesn't suggest we suppress this energy. Instead, it teaches us to redirect it. Much like a river's course can be directed, this energy becomes a resource that can fuel endeavors that enrich us, whether that's personal projects, self-improvement, or simply deepening our understanding and patience. Think back to the last disagreement you had. The instinct is often to push back with equal force, letting anger or frustration dictate your words and actions. But Stoicism invites us to pause and ask, what good will this do? It's in this pause, this breath between impulse and action, that we find our power. With this choice, we transform potentially destructive energy into something constructive and growth-oriented. This approach doesn't mean we become passive or that our emotions are invalid. Stoicism acknowledges the full spectrum of human emotion. It simply asks us to understand these emotions deeply, to question their origins, their purpose, and most importantly, how they can serve us in a positive way. By doing so, we maintain our composure and integrity. We stand firm, not as emotionless statues, but as individuals who are in tune with the ebb and flow of our inner world, navigating challenges with grace and wisdom. Furthermore, redirecting emotional energy through Stoicism helps us cultivate resilience and inner peace that isn't easily disturbed by external circumstances. It creates a space where our spirit remains unshaken, not because we are untouched by the world, but because we have mastered the art of internal balance. We begin to view disagreements not as threats, but as opportunities to practice patience, empathy, and perhaps learn something new about ourselves or others. Embracing Stoicism in moments of tension doesn't just help us manage conflict more effectively. It enriches our relationships. It allows us to approach disagreements with a mindset focused on resolution and understanding rather than conquest. We become builders of bridges, not walls, in our interactions, a testament to the strength and flexibility of Stoic principles when applied to personal relationships and self-growth. 5. Avoiding the pitfalls of gossip and judgment. Now, let's address the trap of gossip and negative judgment, an easy pitfall to fall into, yet one that contradicts the growth and harmony we seek in our lives. Stoicism, as a guide through the complexities of human interaction, offers a perspective that not only elevates our character, but also enhances the quality of our relationships and communities. Consider gossip for a moment. It often provides a fleeting thrill, a way to bond over shared disapproval or curiosity. But what does it truly bring us? Stoicism encourages us to reflect on the transient and superficial nature of such exchanges. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor and philosopher, urged us to focus on our actions and the goodness within us, rather than becoming distracted by the faults of others. By choosing not to indulge in gossip or judgment, we preserve our energy for more meaningful pursuits, fostering an environment of respect, compassion, and understanding. This Stoic approach encourages us to refine our character, guiding us away from negativity and towards a life of greater integrity and purpose. At its core, gossip distracts us from focusing on personal growth. It's an easy detour into negativity that drains our energy, diverting us from our higher pursuits. Engaging in judgment places us in the uncomfortable position of assuming superiority, where we become the self-appointed arbiters of right and wrong. Yet, Stoicism teaches the humility of recognizing our own imperfections and the universal tendency to err. By refraining from passing judgment, we acknowledge the complexity of human behavior, understanding that the factors influencing actions are often far more nuanced than they appear. This doesn't mean we ignore wrongdoings, but we approach these situations with an eye toward understanding, growth, and, when possible, guidance rather than condemnation. Living by the Stoic principles of virtue and integrity creates a ripple effect. Each time we choose not to gossip, every moment we hold back from judgment, we strengthen our character and set an example for those around us. This isn't a passive process. It's about actively embodying the virtues we want to see in the world. Choosing to build up rather than tear down is a lifelong journey in cultivating character through Stoicism. Each interaction becomes an opportunity to practice virtue, leaving others better than we found them, and contributing to a community where understanding replaces gossip and judgment. The Stoic approach asks us to be mindful of the impact of our words, not just on others, but on our own character. True strength lies in restraint. Wisdom often speaks through silence, and integrity is built in moments when no one is watching. 6. Escaping the trap of comparison. Comparison is almost instinctive in today's world, yet it is one of the most harmful habits we can engage in, as Stoicism teaches us. Every moment spent measuring our progress against someone else's is a moment taken away from our own growth. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, wisely cautioned against letting the noise of others' lives distract us from our own path. This isn't just advice for tranquility, it's a powerful invitation to reclaim our focus and stop letting comparison dictate our happiness. Stoicism doesn't just highlight the dangers of comparison, it offers a solution. The key is focusing on our own progress and virtues, shifting our focus from external validation to internal fulfillment. The only journey we truly control is our own. The most meaningful milestones are those we set for ourselves based on our values, goals, and growth. Gratitude for our unique journey is central to this Stoic teaching. When we practice gratitude, we anchor ourselves in the present, appreciating the richness of our lives rather than wishing for someone else's. It's a celebration of our individual strengths, achievements, and even struggles, as these shape us into who we are meant to become. Living in tune with Stoic teachings means embracing our own path not in isolation, but as an invitation to a more centered, fulfilling life. Our true competition isn't with others, but with who we were yesterday. Are we kinder, wiser, and more compassionate? Are we moving closer to the person we aspire to be? These are the benchmarks of true progress, the ones that give our lives meaning and purpose. Furthermore, Stoicism fosters a sense of community and mutual support. When we're not caught in an endless cycle of comparison, we can genuinely celebrate each other's successes and offer help during times of struggle. This shift in perspective transforms competition into collaboration and envy into empathy. Stoicism offers a liberating path, free from the chains of comparison, encouraging us to invest in our growth and embrace a journey that focuses on self-improvement and the quiet progress we make every day. 7. Seeking inner approval in the digital age. In our modern world, the digital landscape often blurs the line between reality and perception. Social media, with its curated images of perfect lives, can easily lead us into the trap of comparison and the endless chase for external validation. Yet, the timeless wisdom of Stoicism calls us back to the importance of seeking approval from within. rather than relying on the fluctuating opinions of others. Imagine the Stoic philosophers navigating the world of social media. Their approach would likely be one of mindful engagement, acknowledging the utility of these platforms for connection and learning, but remaining acutely aware of the dangers of seeking validation from likes, shares, and followers. They would remind us that true approval, the kind that nourishes our soul, comes from within. It's the approval we grant ourselves when we live according to our values, act with integrity, and embrace our authentic selves. Stoicism encourages us to step back and evaluate our relationship with social media. Are we consuming content that enriches our lives, inspires us, and aligns with our values? Or are we getting lost in a whirlwind of comparison, envy, and the relentless pursuit of approval through a screen? By asking ourselves these questions, we begin to redefine how we engage with digital platforms, using them as tools that serve us rather than diminish our sense of self. Limiting our exposure to digital distractions isn't about rejecting technology. Rather, it's about engaging with it more authentically. It's about choosing to spend our time in ways that truly enrich our lives, fostering real-world connections, pursuing our passions, and engaging in activities that reflect our true selves and aspirations. This doesn't mean abandoning social media, but rather approaching it with intention. By focusing more on tangible, real-world interactions, we rediscover the richness of human connection, the conversations that linger, the shared laughter, and the beauty of the world around us. These experiences ground us, reminding us that true fulfillment lies beyond the digital realm. They encourage us to live lives that reflect our deepest values, fostering genuine connections and purpose. A life rooted in our actions, character, and contributions, rather than in the transient approval of the digital world, is what the Stoics encourage us to pursue. They teach us that true power does not lie in external validation but in our internal state. Our strength lies in our ability to direct our focus, define our values, and act in accordance with them. When applied to the complexities of the digital age, this wisdom becomes an essential tool for navigating modern life. It calls us to live more intentionally, to surround ourselves with people and content that inspire and uplift, and to remember that the most valuable approval comes from staying true to ourselves. 8. Stoic wisdom in the modern world. As we close this discussion, take a moment to reflect on the profound wisdom embedded in Stoic teachings. It's remarkable how these ancient lessons remain deeply relevant and offer clarity in our often chaotic, fast-paced lives. Stoicism, with its emphasis on virtue, resilience, and internal control, is not merely a philosophical study, it's a practical guide for life's journey. Consider the areas in your life that are cluttered with distractions, habits, thoughts, or even digital engagements that drain your energy rather than nourish it. Stoicism doesn't just point out these imbalances, it provides us with the tools to eliminate the excess and refocus on what truly matters. It teaches the power of discernment, the strength and emotional resilience, and the peace that arises from living in alignment with our core values. Moving forward, I encourage you to take these Stoic principles with you, seeing them not only as ancient philosophy but as practical, actionable wisdom for your everyday life. Whether you're navigating difficult relationships, striving to maintain integrity in a world full of external pressures, or simply searching for deeper contentment in your daily routine, Stoicism offers insights to guide your way. Applying Stoic principles means embracing the fact that while we cannot control the world around us, we hold significant power over our inner world. True growth and fulfillment are nurtured within this internal realm. By focusing on our personal progress, practicing gratitude for our unique journey, and engaging with the world in a way that reflects our values, we cultivate a life of purpose and joy. Additionally, Stoicism teaches us the beauty of community and mutual support. While our individual journey is personal, we are part of a larger human experience. By sharing our struggles and victories and offering empathy and understanding, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to the well-being of those around us. If you're ready to explore further and unlock the transformative power of Stoicism in every aspect of your life, I invite you to dive into our playlist. There, you'll find a wealth of insights, stories, and practical advice to guide you toward a more fulfilled, resilient, and meaningful life. Click on the playlist to continue this journey together as we explore the timeless wisdom that helps us navigate the challenges of modern life with grace, strength, and serenity.